give you the direction
Yeah,
up here.
the direction to come here, and then the voice, and so immediately it was just, this has to be restored. This has to be preserved. This has to be given to other readers in honor of what happened.
Had one apartment and everywhere else is just a mess. What did you do? What did you?
I took months of cleaning this place and painting it, and
Really?
everything was filthy. It was horrible. It was really bad.
Even before you purchased this.
Oh yeah. And the thing is too, like, we let the owner know, the landlord know. He was very scared of that whole stuff. He's very Christian.
Oh.
And, in a good way. I'm sorry, I made it sound that way. He's very devoted to his religion, his Christian religion. So he knew about the history, and it scared him. He didn't want to talk about it here, but I was such a nice person that, and he could see that I'm the only one treating the house nicely. I'm cleaning the yard. I'm cleaning everything. He's like. And I introduced him to more Seth readers, and he said, well, it's like those Seth readers are the only people who care about this building or trying to help. So he very quickly, he was okay about Seth, and I told him, someday, would you ever want to sell it? And he said yes. And he worked with us for those years. And he said, he said you'd have to buy it cash. And I don't want you to not be able to do it. I don't want to have to take it back from you if you can't make a go of it. So you have to buy it cash, and it's yours. And then after we bought it from him, actually it's the non-profit bought it from him.
Yeah.
So we got donations, and then the non-profit bought it from him. And the nonprofit owns it. But afterwards, we continued to hire him on for 2 years as the handyman, because he knew
Really? Wow.
he knew every broken thing and Band-Aid and what he did, and so we hired him on for 2 years as the handyman.
Wow.
And it was a great relationship.
Wow.
So this would be a situation comedy TV show. This whole thing, it's a comedy, and but it's a beautiful story too. I mean, all the people it's a comedy.
So you had to get tenants out, right?
Yes, and we let them know too that we're wanting to move in the direction of that. So fortunately, it was like almost to the day. Remember COVID? We had all those strange rules about stuff. The day they stopped the rules about COVID,
COVID-19.
we were able to. Hi.
He's living in the car.
Okay.
The rules of COVID switched over, and it was much easier to ask everyone to leave. And
By then there were tenants still living here.
yeah, there were tenants here when we bought the place.
Which year did you buy it?
23. Hold on. It was the December of 22. Yes.
Oh, that's after the COVID.
Yes, like right at the end of it,
wow,
we
that's
bought it.
pretty recent.
Yes. So we started working on it 8 years and 8 months ago, but we've actually owned it 3 years and a half, 2 years and a half. Wait a minute. Sorry.
Okay.
Maybe 3.5 years. So we've owned it 3. But the entire time we've been working to restore it, even though he owned it. We were restoring apartment number 5, even though he owned it. We were restoring apartment 4.
You must be like,
man.
these people are just like.
What's not to love about us? These Seth readers. I know we had volunteers coming in to paint apartment 5. He paid for the paint, but we did all the work. And he's like, I love these guys,
Yeah.
So we were fixing his property all those years, and he's like, okay, but also with the understanding when we can buy it.
Yeah.
He was an honorable man, he was like, I will sell it to you. We'll work together to fix it, and I'm thrilled,
What a nice story.
Yeah.
It's like.
They need time to make the money, so they are non-profit. They need donation to buy the house.
Yeah, it took years to raise.
A couple
funds.
years there.
Yeah, and we did. And
And then also you kind of impress the landlord, like, okay,
Yeah.
I have to let Seth readers have the house.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was kind of like,
Yeah.
okay, let's do, and he definitely got over his fear of Seth.
Yeah. 80 years. Wow.
Did you ever feel Seth?
Yes.
Or in this?
Yes, I have felt a lot of amazing things here. I mean, 8 years, and I read the books, and I meditate, and I pray, and I feel stuff. I definitely have felt guided every step of the way. And it's up for everyone else to feel whatever they feel, for it to be what they want it to be for them. And that's what it's for, is so that a special place for people to be with their spiritual source connection.
Would you mind sharing like one amazing feel or something?
It's just this ongoing, like waking up in the morning with clear answers of what to do for the place, like the craziest guidance.
Paint this door.
Yeah, and
Sweep the floor.
and don't do that. Do the okay. And also personal stuff. It's not just they're putting me to work every day. You know, it's also it feels like my wellness matters and my well-being and you know, it's the funniest thing too with people. You know, every now and then I just go outside. Okay, I go outside and I meet a new person, or there's somebody out there taking a picture of the house from across the street. And I say, you like the Seth stuff? And they go like, yeah. And I'm like, come on in.
Yeah.
Some people I've seen this, you know, people have come to visit the house but not come in. Or know it was possible. And if I see somebody, you know, I grab them. You know,
grab them. Come in.
Seth friend, come on in. And so.
And you don't even have a sign up.
A big sign.
People just know this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's kind of known in the Seth world that this the address. This is it. Yeah. And I came and made pilgrimages years ago too. And you just stand there and hold your heart. It's like, this is where it happened. And then you take pictures and you go home. But now it's like, you know, come inside, like you're doing now. Come inside.
Yeah, good. We contacted through the website.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Wow, what a story.
Oh, I got stories.
Yeah, so great.
Yeah, I really appreciate, you know, we have can visit here. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Like you said, you hear the voices go to the Water Street.
Yeah.
Before that, do you know where Water Street is?
I knew that it was on Water Street.
Oh,
I knew that this was, you know, 458 West Water Street. So as soon as they said go to the Water Street house, I went, go to the Seth. I didn't have any plans when I went to see my aunt. It just was like, oh, they had plans. Yeah, I hear voices and I recommend it to everyone. Listen to your voices.
So did you know the Seth before you hear the voice?
Oh my God, I love Seth. I have been reading Seth for 44 years.
Wow.
I'm 65 now, so I'm 65, and when I was 21, a friend gave me a copy of Nature of Personal Reality, and everything changed. And I started going to a Seth book study group. But yes, I've been reading the books for 43 years, and I've read them all over and over again. And but yeah, so yeah, ask.
Wow.
So did you have some other religion before you
No, I think I was born spiritual. I was a little New Age baby, you know? and I felt like there were beings around me that weren't humans when I was a child. And when I was little. And so I never was any religion. But when I
Growing up.
I always felt spiritual things. I always was kind of asking. I always felt there was this, call it God or something we can talk to, and I was always talking with it. And then I was studying as much as I could of what was called New Age things in the 70s and 80s, and then in 1981 I was given the Seth book, and that was like, whoa, this is it. Yeah, it has been ever since.
Wow.
Well, let's show you more things.
It happened to
Yes.
us too.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, this is the thing.
Oh my God, I bet you all have amazing different stories.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't
Mike
wait to hear
has
about
the
yours.
most amazing
哪里
story.
是不是能量最强最强的部分？
Oh, let me show you something real quick here. The porch, and this is the kitchen.
我们在这个
Oh, every apartment is a kitchen and a bathroom. So just so you get the feel of, we were at the parking lot, and there's the house. Just look in. No, this is the neighbor's parking lot. But that's where we were standing here before, and I just wanted you to get a feel of where everything is. So we were standing there before, and that's their apartment on the second floor. Okay. So why don't we go there now?
Okay.
Yes.
See, so we have so many questions.
We have eternity. This is a timeless universe.
eternity.
I've been doing yard work, so
打理的非常好啊。
lots of rocking chairs.
哦，是。
You know, so much of the furniture was donated to us.
Vintage.
Yes.
Beautiful vintage.
Yeah. So people donated. As a matter of fact, I think the couch and those two chairs were donated by the daughters of somebody who was in Jane's group.
Oh.
They live locally, so this the couch and chair were donated by the daughters of somebody who was in Jane's study group.
不是
I found that on the side of the road.
在路
That
上
was
捡的。
free. That was free. I mean, yeah, I get stuff free on the side
跟
of
那
the
个
road.
真做那个一样的。
差不多吧。他说他很喜欢把这个房子里面多放点摇摇椅。
这是这个房子以前的样子。
And
One of
then,
a kind design.
and then the
这
bedroom.
Really?
对，门口的小树，对，现在已经长成参天大树了。
Just you can look anywhere and film
Oh,
anywhere.
Kevin, you should also tape the bathroom, the tub.
对，这是他的赛斯的各种书的收集。
A lot of people would love to watch this.
I wanted to, you know, wander freely.
甘乃迪的摇摇椅。
It's Florida, for Seth. Come on home. This is everyone's home.
我们现在该上楼了，2楼才是真平常住的地方。你上，你上。
Thousands of times.
I saw you talk about these. They
Oh,
were
yeah,
all
the-
mix and match, right?
And a big old, yeah. Now, to the right, I'll show you that quick. This is, we want to make this kind of an antique museum right now. I have a friend who is artist and lives downstairs in his home. So he has helped me so much with the house. I let him have a room here. So he does his art. He lives 2 blocks away. And like he has done so much to help me here. And he's a good friend. His name is Josh. So this is just a gift to Josh that he can be here with a nice life. And then there's this apartment. We want to make this apartment kind of the antique 1880s feeling. And
Oh, the sink.
and this is where Mrs. Callahan lived.
Oh, yeah, I was about to ask you.
Mrs. Callahan lived
Oh,
here. And it was blue
这是
and
真和罗把冰箱放在那个
books were stacked everywhere.
是的，啊，这是
Coming from where? That-
这是
厨房
厨房啊，
Yes.
这个
接在
This
哪？
is all Mrs.
这
Callahan's
是冰箱放
apartment.
卫生间，那卫生间在哪？
And,
Where's her bathroom?
and this is an old
Oh, my goodness.
啊
ironing
熨
board.
衣服的那个
Iron
呀。
board.
Yep, the old ironing board. It even has a sleeve thing on it.
啊，
Yeah.
用袖子和衣服的
This is antique.
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 That is way old. I'll show you something. No, I better not. We didn't paint inside the closet. It's a wreck, but we wanted to just save it. So here, this is the bedroom, and here we're
啊，这是 bedroom。
yes, and
Wash
bathroom.
your-
You asked about bathroom and yeah.
They
哦，
used to put the refrigerator in the bathroom.
Oh, this isn't their apartment. It's the next apartment.
啊
So，this is Mrs. Callahan's
好啦，
apartment.
很小姐
The
姐。
next apartment will be Jane, and yes, that their bathroom is. I mean, their kitchen was so small. You'll see. We'll go there next.
这是卡拉汉的房间。
So, and a couple more maps. So this is and then old postcards of Elmira back in the day. So now let's get ready to go see their apartment.
现在去真的公寓了。
So they had apartment 4 and apartment 5.
Okay.
So apartment 4 is the one they had for the last 4 years they were here. But the big one, the most important place on earth, is apartment 5 on the left. So let's just go. So this is it. So go on in as you want. The one on the left is apartment 5. They lived there 15 years.
Yeah.
The left.
Yeah, the one on the left is apartment 5.
这是他的，就这个是，这是真的公寓。
挺大的。
对
这就是他叫他进门弄一个平方那个房间那个。
对，这是从门嘛，
嗯。
对，从这儿开始。
Apartment 5.
对
This is where Jane Roberts
对
channel Seth.
对呀、
这个跟年轻的时候那个照片，
哇。
对
漂亮的。
非常的那个看着。
No wonder 他们放一个冰箱在里面。
很大是吧？
穿堂的。哦。
对，这就是
不然你们无法想象是这样子的。
对，他就把他的冰箱放在
你看放在这儿，要我放的话。
放在这儿哈，放在这儿哦，
是不是
这是大地方放冰箱。
对呀，进来这儿放冰箱。
对，那是淋浴间嘛，不影响他淋浴。
他也不用这个车间。
他就洗个澡啊，所以说他冰箱没地方放，他就塞在这儿了。
这个可以放呀。
是的，这么大确实得放。
啊，这是他们的bedroom。
这是他的淋浴间，对。这就是真亨罗的卫生。
Yeah. So it divided the living room and the room. Yes, and they also had another bookcase across there, so that Jane's writing area was sequestered off too.
Yeah.
And this is where the
Channeling,
movies are?
yeah.
Yes, this is where everything was.
All the
I mean,
channeling
most
happened
of-
here.
Yeah, the ESP group met here.
Yeah.
Channeling most of the books here
Yeah.
in this room. Sometimes this room feels like it gets elongated or strange shape feeling. It does. Why wouldn't it? I mean, this is where Seth did the most speaking, in this one room.
Oh.
And it feels really neat when
Yeah.
it meditate here, guys. I want you to spend
Yeah,
time.
我们在这房间照个相吧，大家。
他说我们可以在这里做
冥想
麦克老师带我们一个冥想在这儿。
对呀，或者我们一起照个相吧，在这个 room 里。
对
可以。
这就是他的那个客厅，对，卧室。他的卧室呢？啊，这是他的卧室啊。对对对。布局是吧？
布局比我们纽约的房间布局还烂。
是吧？他穿堂的他是。
对，它就像火车似的
火车
，railroad。
对啊，一节一节一节。
我们那边就是这种叫 railroad，它比我们那个 railroad 还厉害。
这是那个
是罗的那个。
罗画画的那个地方。当时真还没有一个工作室，他就只有一个桌子，好像。其实他对一个画家来说，他可能就比较紧张，他要支画架，像刚才那个，架子一支就没多少地方。
挺小的。
对。但是他的视线还挺好的，虽然他是房门，可以看到外面，看到他们家房东
但。是赛斯不是说老能看到河从他们家窗户看出去？
对，是从这边吧
看不到啊，
客厅吧，应该是。
嗯哼。
他的屋。
No, but the doorknobs and it's like the doorknobs and the electric plugs and the heaters and the windows they touched these doorknobs. They plugged into these electric switches.
他从这儿应该能看到那条河。
Yeah, that's the river out there.
Yeah，
So this is the original his apartment. Then
这是他的厨房。
Another house, yeah, from 60 to 75.
他曾经应该在这儿画了一幅画，就是罗在这儿画了一棵树。
Right, they lived here for 15 years, and for the last 4 years, they also had that.
而他厨房很小，很简单。
I'll show you that.
对，就这么大的厨房。
75, and then they moved to another house on the one side. That's
对
But I think Seth says he can see the river
Yes.
from here.
对对 here
Yes, yes.
yes.
This is this window, and it's the original glass. These 3 windows are the original glass. This is broken. I'm sorry, I can't open it. But oh my God, you can't. Yeah, and so that's the bridge. In the autumn, you can see the river. But,
Maybe Seth is very tall because.
well, Jane was barely 5 foot. I don't even know she. But yes, in the autumn, you can see the river. And
I know why. In winter.
it was.
He
You're
saw
right.
snow and water.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So there are no leaves blocking the view.
And the trees have gotten bigger. From the apartment 3, you can see out to the river. But yeah, this is where Seth stood. I love that part in the book where he's first starting to channel through Jane, and he asks, "Can I look at your window?"
Yeah.
And
That's what Mike is teaching every week, early sessions.
I love
early session.
We're chapter what? 67?
67 yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here you're standing where
Oh
Seth
yeah.
stood to
Yeah.
look out and admire the winter evening.
Yeah.
And he said, just
Wow.
snuff what Seth said. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's why the kitchen is really tiny.
Yeah.
yes, you could not fit up. You could. I mean, you can't. You can't get a refrigerator here. And then
Oh, 放不了冰箱 OK.
And this
Oh.
art.
Yeah yeah 放不了冰箱
So, and there's a funny thing here that people like looking at.
Oh my goodness.
What is it?
What's that?
It's just a little.
Oh
Hiding
What
place.
is that for?
这可以
Little high, I'm sure they hid stuff in there.
Wow.
That's why they eat a lot of sandwiches. There's not much cooking.
This cabinet. Oh, this cabinet must be original.
And
Yeah, we haven't painted. Some things we don't want to paint because it feels like that was probably the color. Like here, this was probably the original color.
Oh
I don't want to paint over. That's the thing about restoring. Sometimes just let it be.
Yeah, keep original. You can touch, especially what they touch.
And touching like this is where she put her molds and things. That's where she clean, all these and then that. I'm sure they did a lot of fun things in that. And then looking at
yeah.
just
And Robert have a draw a tree I think.
yes.
In
And
this
here's
area.
what I think. It's behind there. And what he said he painted it on yellow.
Yeah.
I think that's the yellow.
Oh.
So I think the whole kitchen was this color.
Yeah, this yellow.
And then
Yeah.
he painted the
Yeah,
yellow tree on there.
Yeah. The tree. Yeah, it's maybe they use this area like a real tree,
I'd love to see a photo of that.
Yeah.
And it had been painted many times since he did that. Like it was a blue before we
Wow.
painted this. And, but yeah, so things like okay, this is
Original?
yeah, and with different colors of paint that it is
Oh,
in.
okay.
And it's only 2-prong. 3-prong is what's legal now.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking out any of the 2-prongs.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care if it's not
Yeah.
legal.
Especially in the kitchen,
Yeah.
you have to do a 3-prong.
And like she plugged her electric typewriter into these things. And here, you can see, that's why we put these 2 bottles up.
Oh.
She has 2 bottles in the picture.
Oh.
So it's just to show that, she sat here for this picture, the 2 bottles behind her. And that's the same house right behind her.
Oh.
And right here was the bookcase, and you can see the bottle. And here she is standing here in front of the bookcase.
Oh.
So this is proof that this is the place.
Okay. 这是他站的地方，曾经他照片。
Do you mind taking a picture of us sitting
Oh,
around
sure.
the table?
Sure, let me show you a couple other groovy things.
Uh-huh.
Original mirror.
Wow.
There are 3 mirrors in this apartment that are original that they
Oh.
looked into.
Oh, that's the mirror.
Original.
That's the mirror that they did the experiment in with Bill McDonald.
Yeah.
有一次猫从那里面出来，应该存在吗？
So this is, they looked at this. Jane's shape changed in this mirror.
Yeah.
And also another mirror in the.
Yeah. Mirrors in the bathroom were also original. The oval one, 1800s definitely, and then I was told the medicine cabinet 1940s. So 3 mirrors they looked into. That's so cool.
Wow.
Touch it.
竟然没有黄金。
Brush your teeth, comb your hair.
对，真在那儿看过他变成那个什么
对，变得很
鬼
大
的样子，
对
变得是个鬼
外星人，对。
这个
And like the doorknobs are original. The
Yeah.
glass or brass doorknobs.
对，然后他那个赛斯的那个画像，他就是在这个卫生间的门口看到的。对
我就站在这儿。
对。Yeah, I thought the Robert see the Seth just in this something in this area.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, the
this-
apparition. Okay,
Yeah.
God, you know your stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
The Seth apparition,
Yeah.
pointy-headed Seth,
Yeah, in this area.
stood right here.
Yeah.
And Bill McDonald was probably over there somewhere and drew him.
Yeah.
While Jane's walking around channeling, and while Rob is sitting there with the door.
Yeah.
So Rob couldn't see the apparition. He was giving it to Bill while Jane's walking, and Rob was note taking. But here is where the apparition of
Yeah.
Seth was.
他那个画像就在这儿，就在这个赛斯
You
就
can
显现
stand
了
here。too.
来，这就是赛斯站的地方。
Like, God,
对呀，好
yeah,
啊。
here's the drawing.
Oh yeah.
哦，耶。
Yeah, that's where. So
Yeah.
that's what was seen right there by somebody sitting here going like, I can't believe I'm doing this.
太好玩了。
All of what happened here in 15 years, it just amazes me every day. And I can be sitting here reading any of these books, and sure enough, that, you know, there's another note about she saw a vision against this wall, or there was this energy, or I saw this, and it's in here. It all happened here. And when the cat got thrown into that closet, or another closet.
Oh.
Here's the closet that Willie got thrown into.
哦，
When he was misbehaving.
把猫就关在这儿，
关进去，哇，好可怜。
每次猫
Closet. You know?
威力是吧？
威力，
Yeah, and there's another one over there too. You
Yeah,
might
I
see
saw
that.
that one.
真是把威力关里。
你可以进去试一下，感受一下猫给你关进去。
猫的视角来嘛。
猫
你在待着吧。
猫被关。
对着
I
看。
think it's not the right door.
Be quiet. We're channeling now.
Only when he was misbehaving, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, she redecorated so many times in 15 years.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
She was
yeah.
moving furniture, and Seth even got mad at her.
It's not like, well, everyone was mad when it was like, it's a bit of a whirlwind again. But as you were saying with the feng shui, like there was a bookcase here, but also probably here is where the other bookcase was, so Jane had some privacy right here.
Yeah.
That is the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some desk here, so printer here, I think.
Oh, I don't know if she had a printer.
Oh.
1960s.
Typewriter.
It was a manual typewriter that turned into
Yeah.
electric. You know, ding!
Yeah.
And look at, and this is the original heater.
Oh, or
And,
they use gas?
huh?
Nature gas.
Forced air. There's a boiler in the basement. A
Oh.
boiler in the basement, and it heats the place up really nice. And another funny thing.
是用水
The
的，
landlord,
用水的。
the previous tenants in here
锅炉的。
wanted these windows out because they were broken. And this was all wood, and I'm like, no, do not replace these windows. you know?
Oh, yeah.
So we took out this whole window, laid it on the floor. This was all air. I mean, it was broken here. So we rebuilt this window with the wire and everything. So we saved the window. It took
okay.
days of, because it was like, this is the original window. Don't put vinyl windows here.
I know.
No, we are saving it. So he's like, okay, well, let's figure it out. So we say, this can't be opened again, but these two can. But this is the glass that,
Yeah.
you know, we saved it. But yeah, so
很舒服啊，他这个
有一次赛斯是站在那个地方喝着酒，看到外面
看小花，在这儿看小花，对。
He said once Seth was standing here, Seth had a couple of drinks and
No, no.
got from here. I guess he can feel when, when Jane feels it, right?
yeah, when he's coming in, I guess he's, like he always took her glasses off because he could see fine.
Ah,
With-
that's why.
Yeah, so it's because he's, he could see fine. Her, she needed glasses, so to
Yeah.
speak, but his perception, he could see fine. So that's why I always threw the glasses aside gently.
Was Rob a little bit jealous of Seth and Jane?
Maybe,
Maybe.
maybe.
Maybe. 好八卦呀。
Because I think Mike was mentioning when he taught him like in some episodes, Rob was questioning like, Jane, you got the message, how come you didn't share earlier, right? Something.
In the
Yeah, he
in
was
the
Rob
delete.
was a tough audience.
He's so much into details and accuracy, like he's not even like an artist, right?
Yeah.
So like everything.
Yeah.
His notes.
Yeah.
And the way he asks questions, you sure this is how to spell it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Meticulous.
And then he put some of the things in the book that are kind of like, really? You put that in the book? But,
So
But I think
interest.
when she was in the hospital, she decided that everything could be published, right?
yeah.
At the
I
beginning,
think
it was like
she wanted it all
private.
along. But yeah, that's what the early sessions are, is everything. Because it's interesting, Seth Speaks starts with session 510 or 511.
Yeah.
And that's his first book. What about the first 510
Oh, yeah.
sessions? And that was the early sessions, and they're golden.
Yeah.
I mean, everything Seth was saying from the beginning of the
Yeah.
relationship until Seth Speaks is there.
Yeah.
Or, there's probably a bunch of stuff hidden away that didn't make it to the books that I can't wait to see. But, yeah, when those started coming out in the 90s, I was just like, oh my God, everything Seth said. Volume 1 through 9, early sessions, and you're teaching that right now.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Most important part.
Yeah, and like Volume 8 and Volume 9 are right on par with Seth Speaks as
Yeah.
far as like he was like just I mean Seth too emerging.
Yeah.
Everything he was saying. It's just I want these books to really be in people's hands.
Yeah.
All over the world, and if when I was 21 and first reading the books, I found a Seth book discussion group. I
Really?
needed that.
Yeah.
I couldn't have understood the books unless I was reading it with a group.
Yeah.
And they're what helped me to understand what the Seth material was being in a discussion group.
In US, the discussion.
Here in U.S., yeah, it was
Okay.
in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, really?
Where I was born, and
Okay.
but it's these groups, these study groups. They're so vital, so important.
Okay.
Not just for community and getting to know each other and encouraging each other to change our beliefs and to understand, but these discussions about Seth's work just really bring it home. Really help teach this stuff. So I'm so grateful to you for your teaching a group. I've started a lot of Seth groups all over wherever I've lived and online, and I think it's where Seth comes to life is when we can discuss it together.
Yeah, and one hard question is, it's not popular in US right now for the Seth material. I don't know why, but in other countries, in Taiwan, in China, in Hong Kong, even in Europe, it's more popular. But in US, it's
I know. I don't get it.
It's because of religion or something. I don't know.
It's like so many other things are grabbing people's attention.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the Seth material needs to be promoted more. It needs to be, I think, even the books repackaged and resold. I think more talking about Seth. I think if people knew what was in these books, they'd fly off the shelves again. But it's like promoting it. advertising it, marketing it.
Yeah.
There's no one really marketing it. I mean, I'm doing my best with House and Zoom and online, but we need like professional ad agencies to pick it up and just let people know it's here. And to start promoting the books. And maybe that'll happen soon. I really hope that happens soon, because as soon as more people have their hands on the Seth books, this world's going to change completely. I mean, once we know who we are and know what we're connected with on the higher spiritual order, that's what changes us. Is the spiritual awareness is what changes us, and knowing we're in a multidimensional reality and this stuff. So sharing it with our human family, I think, is the most important thing we can do right now.
Okay. Maybe another reason is, even for the native language for you or some local American, it's very hard to understand the Seth book.
Yeah, it's heady.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. That's why I needed to be in a group. I couldn't have sat there going like, what? I think
you know every word. You didn't know what it means.
Yes, I have to look that up, because what is that? What? And it's like, after reading it a lot of times, it's like, actually the words he uses are simple words, but what he's describing and how he's having to put words together to describe something is like, whoa. It changes your inner world to read this stuff. It just does.
Okay. That's great. Okay, thank you. What you do?
Thank you. And this is, you gotta know how much this excites me to talk to other people who love this and get it, and we're like ding ding ding. And click.
Yeah.
And I especially love the national that we're one human family, and different nationalities, and we're part of this. It's just beautiful. It's sacred.
Yeah. That's good.
And that's why we follow Mike's session. It's so helpful, because a lot of time we just listen to him and don't even bother to read word by
absorb
word.
it.
It's so like, because I followed him the first book early session to check the translation from English to Chinese. Oh my God, it was like, I read it English 3 times to see if the Chinese translation somebody did was correct. Sometimes there's like very tiny like error or difference. It changed the whole meaning. It's that like tiny fine thing in the English language to translate into other languages to make it correct. It's just like, wow, this is hard work.
Wow. And just the slightest different word. Because it's not just word. It's what's the picture he's painting, and how to describe that picture with another language. I can't imagine what it's like translating this.
He has a lot of the one on top of another to decorate.
And then another, and then he builds on it a few pages later. And
it's maybe 3 chapters later. To get the answer.
Off from where it was before. It's like, oh my God. So you read the Chinese and you read the English and say it in Chinese. And that can be interesting as far as like the book in Chinese can be a little different, because it's such a hard job.
And Mike kind of, he reads it and he corrects it and he teaches it.
Awesome.
It's a hard work,
Thank you for your brain and your heart.
Sometimes, get the
language.
Sometimes for the one paragraph, I need maybe 1 or 2 days, I cannot understand what the Seth want to talk. After maybe 1 or 2 days, suddenly I got, what I really want to talk. So I feel the whole chapter or whole session.
Yeah, you're having to plug into stuff.
Sometimes.
Oh my gosh, I can imagine. I mean, it's enough for me to deal with one language. and being here, I'd still, it never stops spinning my head after all these decades and reading them over and over. Sitting in this room, it's still like,
Yeah.
more and more keeps opening up.
Yeah.
It's,
For example, some word like plan and level, they are different, right? Plan is another maybe universal as some multi-universe, but the level is mean the spiritual different level. But if you can translate to Chinese, it's not easy to make the difference, you know. In Chinese, almost same word, we call different level or different. They don't use the word, different word. They use a panel, plan. They use plan, different plan.
a whole different outline, a whole different, oh God, I can't
Yeah,
believe it.
yeah.
I'm so glad you're doing this, because you're really giving a gift to, other language readers around the world who can
Yeah,
have this come to them.
yeah.
I should check in with you now. How are you? You still haven't been to the bathroom since we've gotten here.
No, actually, I can use the bathroom, but
Okay.
Yeah, what do
which
you
bathroom can we use?
Oh, I'll walk you around. There's more. Let me start over again. What do you want to do? We've done a lot so far
Yeah,
today.
can
And
we-
how long can you stay today?
We can stay, today. We just want to take our time to get everything in
Yes.
as much as possible.
Yeah.
And I think we
Are you
want
staying at a hotel tonight?
We're staying at an Airbnb somewhere like a few
Fif-
miles away.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, so we have plenty of time.
And you can come back again tomorrow too if you want.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, I want as much. You can milk this place as much as you want. So you can come back again tomorrow morning, whatever works. And I want you to just be able to sit and read freely. So I'm just checking your time. So
Yeah.
you're free for the rest of the day.
We're so free.
Okay, you're not going to say, oh, 5 o'clock, gotta go. It's like, no. So, what's the best? I think maybe I should show you a few more things.
I
and
think
then
we
leave you-
just talked, we want to walk through the whole building and then come back here to do some talking and meditation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the way it is.
this is it.
他还有一些要给咱们看的一些东西，可能还有个第二个公寓。
Yeah, let's walk around the building first.
Let me say a
Oh,
few things
show
about
this.
this,
Okay,
and then
yeah.
say a few things
Okay.
about 5.
Okay.
4. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
this is 5.
Okay, that's fine.
你这个计划
This is 1800s sink. 1800s.
Really? Wow.
Yes, 1800 sink. The plumbers have looked at this and said, "My God, it's an 1800 sink." This mirror, 1800s.
Wow.
The beautiful.
这18多少年的镜子？
Yeah, look at that.
Still work. Wow.
And
Wow.
I don't understand some of this.
Oh.
This is like
哦，这是走水的。
yeah, and these things are 1800s too. But Jane, Jane held these things. Jane, Jane touched these. Jane
Oh.
leaned on these.
Yeah.
There's these cabinets here too. It's just that
玻璃的，这是个。
this is
这个玻璃
very
的。
old. This is a broom holder. My grandparents had one of those.
Okay.
This is their broom holder.
Oh.
I mean, this is, it's like all these little things. This is marble. This had 7 spigots. 7 spigots
Wow. Wow. I'm more
So
pencil.
she, and then it says in one place in the book, it did say that in the 7, that they worked back then. They don't work now. We got to get them fixed. There was a glass door here.
Yeah.
We have the frame. We found it.
Okay.
So we want to get that fixed.
Oh, okay.
And so like this is marble, and feel free to take a shower if you want.
Yeah.
And this beautiful, and this is tile. This tile here
Yeah.
was 1800.
Okay. Really? Wow.
Yeah, it was all tile, but this was torn
18
up.
几
When
年的
we got
瓷
here,
砖
this。was all rough and torn because the tile fell off years ago. So it was raw, crusty. So we fixed it.
Wow.
This is beautiful. So much is the 1800s. They lived here, and we're fixing it.
And this, the floor,
Yeah.
still 18.
Yeah, this is original stuff. So and they mopped. She
现
mopped
在
this
也在
floor.
卖这样的呀，
现在也有是吧？
现在也是这
小
样。
小
哎呦，哇塞，这天哪！
穿越了。Wow.
真的。
So that's the bedroom.
Yeah, closet in here. Willie probably found his way in there. This is where Jane dreamed. This is where she dreamed.
Okay.
And this is
Studios.
Rob's art studio.
Yeah.
All the furniture is ours that we put in works.
Oh.
Still.
Oh.
And this was all windows wrapped around.
Wow.
And apparently maybe 15 years ago they took the windows out because they were falling apart.
Oh.
But they put them in the garage. We still have them.
Oh.
So they're all broken, but we want to get them fixed someday and restore that it's all this kind of window wrapped around again. So that'll be a few years down the road, but we have the original window.
Wow. 它原来都是这种的玻璃，都是靠玻， 都放在车库了。他把它再找回
The
来，重新
biggest
装
one
好。
was $1,600 for
For-
heating for a month.
1 month.
For a month?
Yeah. And we had to repair the heaters too. So the last winter was really bad for paying to repair the heaters and a big bill and stuff like that. But it's donations, 25 here, 100 there. It pays, we got the bills, we got the repairs, but we got Seth readers who care. So, such as yourself.
Oh.
Yes.
The roof.
Yeah, this is, there was another ceiling up there we had to take down because it was moldy.
Oh, okay.
It was full of mold. So we got rid of that. So that's the rest of this place.
可好了，而且非常很滑顺的。
But it works really good.
Yeah, works
Hardware
fine.
was way better.
And then the registers, this is what gets the heat up here, and the heat is great.
哇塞，这个。
So, do you want to check the rest
Second.
of the house and then
The-
come back?
Okay,
The
so I
second-
think, you only need me to show you this one.
Yeah.
Because this was 5 where they lived for 15 years. This one, they also lived from 71 to 75, 4 years. So that's the museum.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So they have to go. Okay, that's 2 different entrances.
It's amazing. These are all books in other languages. And Tian Mei gave us all of these, Taiwanese, Chinese, you'll see. The publisher in China. And here's like French, Spanish, German. And those books are autographed. And here's a picture of Jane sitting exactly here. Because you can see that this bookshelf is right behind.
可以看到它的书架。
That was when she was able to expand into this apartment. That's where she sat at her desk, and that's where she looked out at the red brick.
저게 이제 여기가 들어가.
Oh.
그래서 자기는.
So she sat there, looked out the red book, while she wrote Museum of Oversoul 7 Museum of Time. And here's like more magazines about Seth, books that other people wrote about Seth. As I said, these are autographed by Jane. And paperwork and things that were donated to us, newspapers. Here's Robert Butts's painting that was given to us by the son of the landlord. So Robert Butts,
original painting.
yeah, it's original painting, R. Butts, 1964. So Robert Butts gave us that, and then
画的不错啊，
this is the bathroom in the middle of everything again.
Again.
是吧？
And there's a bedroom over here.
There's space.
Okay, watch your step, there's an inch. Watch your step there. So this was their other bed.
报纸，这当年的报纸，这是哪一年的？你看它日期在哪儿？哦，这儿。头版头条。
But they jumped all over the place, So this was the other bedroom, the other bathroom in the middle of everything. Big Yeah, they just stuck bathrooms wherever.
哎，这个卧室比较大一些。
对，这个他们也住过。
这也住过是吧？
嗯，后来就住这儿了。
啊，他原来那个房间卧室太小了是吧？
对。
And we restored the floors. We took a sander and sanded the floors. They were in bad shape. Now they're not.
These are original.
Yeah, oh, it's the original hardwood floor, but we had to sand it to get the pretty color back. Same here. This was like back in
这修炼在这儿。
因为它是后改建的，改的乱七八糟。
Yeah, that was.
In those days.
And this was like a sun porch, and then they made it a kitchen.
Yeah, it does look like an add-on
Yeah.
from the ceiling.
Yeah，它后加建的。
Porch, and Jane was standing in here when the puddle thing happened.
Oh.
It's over here that the puddle creature appeared out there.
Oh, I remember. There's one column downstairs too.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
one cone down here holding this up.
Yeah,
这边
yeah.
也是
So
一
this
根
has
柱子的。
one stick holding it up.
那边那个是两个。
And then who's that holding?
哦，这是他后来有钱了，他就再租了一间。这71年到75年的。
Yeah, a friend of ours made those calories and gave them to us. Yeah.
我想没什么21年的。
Oh my gosh. Okay, here's an idea. Why don't I leave you? Do you want to talk some, or do you want to wander around some?
Yeah, we can wander around and then talk and maybe use the.
Bathroom. Every bathroom works. Just whatever ones you feel like using. Also upstairs, there's 2 more apartments, but you can just help yourself to go look at those.
Yes.
And it's just be spontaneous and in the moment. You can just
Sure.
do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And I'm
Did
gonna.
a lot of talking for us.
Yes. Oh, I'm thrilled to be
Mhm.
sharing things with you. So
Yeah.
I'll get. I'll just go to my place, and you guys wander free.
Sure.
Open
We'll
every
look
door.
around. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You betcha. Go ahead.
他主要认为你们要有你们自己的时间跟 Seth 待一会儿。
嗯，他说的对。
我们的直播就先暂时到这儿结束。